some wires twisted up over here. What's happening here? I'm a little later than I expected because I had to go online and order Avery's. I had to put in the order for Avery's school pictures tomorrow, and I was just having a real fuck of a time doing it. First of all, I couldn't find the order sheet because I was thinking I shouldn't get pictures. They always come out lousy. I don't know. Anyway, but I got them ordered, so I figured it out. It took me some time, but I'm here now. I made it. Thank you so much for your membership. Oh my God, I have to lower this. Yes. All right, first person here is Rapandeep for general. Lay down the law, set boundaries. If somebody is overstepping, don't be afraid to set boundaries. Somebody can make you an offer that would be hard to turn down, that brings in happiness. Maybe spending time with a Sagittarius or a Gemini. Life comes into balance. Don't look back on the past. Life is moving forward and a new journey begins. Pretty good. Alpha for today. Weight of the world slips off your shoulders and life begins to move forward. You may be planning travel. You may receive good news. Maybe feeling a little more financially secure. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Life is moving forward. Slow and steady wins the race, but on stable ground today. Not bad. TVET for today. You have good news that comes in around work, school, or business. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Maybe spending time with an Aries. You may be thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past. And you also could be spending time with water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from. Not a bad day. Kind of average. Aries Sun, love. Okay, you have happiness coming in around love. If you're currently with someone, current relationship should be functioning well. If you're not with anyone, you do have fire coming in. Luck is about to change for the better. Romance could also heat up with a Libra. Exploring your options leads to success around love. Martisha, general. Life changes for you for the better quickly when you're clear about your wants and needs and you don't settle for less than you want or deserve. Maybe working on a new creative project or creative hobby, and the hard work you put into work, school, or business does not go unnoticed. Luck is changing for the better, and life is also coming back into balance. Sarah, I watched your old soul moon video. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Oh my God, thank you. I feel like just talking, I feel like it's, first of all, I feel like it's more authentic because it's just coming out. The only thing that I worry about is that sometimes I know that I'm guilty of like over talking or over explaining, and it's like, just shut the fuck up already. So that I worry about, and then I'm going to say something stupid and not catch it. But I'd rather just talk off the cuff without having anything scripted. And I'd rather just talk from personal experience. So, you know, or what I've learned over the years through the people that I've been reading or through whatever. But thank you. Thank you. Be Wise wants the orange ones. cut the cords. In spirituality, cords are energetic bonds that connect us to situations, persons, or places. There are different types of cords, but in this context, they are connections to situations and people that have had a negative or draining effect upon us. We can also create a negative cord when we have the experience of the outcome of the situation, especially when it is outside of our control. So this is an important time for you to release any attachments to people, places, or situations, or outcomes, or anything else that could be limiting your experience of joy. Angels are wrapping you in a light of love so that you can lovingly detach from these situations that could be draining or dramatic or damaging to your health or purpose. Then this one here is transformation. You are ready to move on beyond the energies or situations that are no longer helpful to you, and to make space in your life for something more purposeful. You may feel a real need for clearing out at this time, not just physically, but mentally and spiritually. As you remove the clutter and the debris from your world, you are welcoming in the energy of transformation. Like a butterfly emerging from its cocoon, you are ready to move beyond the previous limitations of your life. You are moving away from the stagnancy or the feeling of being held back, and taking on the heavy energies of life and making light out of them, so you can embrace who you were really born to be. Pretty good. Nat, general. Maybe feeling like teamwork is favored around work, school, or business, bringing in more money, a wish come true. You could be feeling relief around things moving forward. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Plus, you could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, which is good. New love, love. Lay down the law, set boundaries, and disconnect from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. And if you're not with anyone right now, cause for celebration could come in around a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. New beginnings lead to success. Hi, Mel. Earth Girl, general. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and you could be feeling a little more financially stable. The world is at your feet. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Solution to a problem is in front of you. You'll figure it out before the end of the month. You may be spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Pallavi, love. Maybe taking a moment to kind of turn in to figure out what it is that you want or need for yourself before moving forward as far as love is concerned. New beginnings are on the horizon, and you do have commitment here if that's something that you're interested in. Sagittarius, Scorpio, and then another fire sign, maybe around Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. A new journey begins. But if you're feeling undecided, unsure, reluctant, it's okay to take time and not make any decisions until you're ready. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Dakota, general. Empress is bringing in love and money, or more of it, and life is moving forward towards greener pastures. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. But negativity is moving into the past, and you may be spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and then you also have another Leo around. Vartika, love. When it comes to love, you've got new beginnings on the horizon. Disconnect from people, places, and things, or anything that no longer serves you, and new beginnings will, like new doors will open. If you've been feeling lately like stuck or stagnant around love, that energy should start to turn around as we move into November. If you're feeling undecided, it's okay not to make any decisions until you're ready, but you do have commitment coming in if you're not already with someone between now and the end of the year. Could be with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, maybe with a Libra. Exploring your options around love leads to success, and don't settle for less than you deserve. Kai, general. You have growth, change, and transformation coming in around work, school, or business. More money may be coming in, and a new beginning could be coming in around work, school, or business. Feeling ambitious, be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Luck changes for the better quickly. And there's happiness coming in around social activity between now and the end of the month. You may have choices and options around social activities. Maybe spending time with Air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and life begins to move forward. Good morning, Martisha. Starfall for today. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. It may have something to do with money. You have some money coming in. Maybe spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Life changes for you for the better quickly when you're clear about your wants and needs. You're making decisions that are pushing life forward, and you're ready for it. You're not looking back on the past. Take time, if you can, for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Michelle for this week. Perseverance pays off and a disappointment heals. Maybe spending time with a Capricorn. You should be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Areas of your life that have been stagnant should now start to move forward, and you're no longer holding yourself back. Life is moving forward. Summer, could I have an energy reading around me getting a new car soon? Pretty good. Forward moving, positive. You're probably going to get a new car within the next few weeks. JJ, I rejected the job offer. Was it good? Will I get a job soon? I mean, the job you rejected looked like it was a good job. Is there another opportunity coming in? Yeah, maybe before the end of this year. Could be before the end of the year. Jamila, should I do D or Volt in my study? The cards can't make the decision for you. You have to make the decision. They both come up pretty much very similar. If I had to choose one over the other, I would say the energy around the Volt one is a little bit better. Hi, Nat. Hi, JJ. Ruchi, next in love. Ruchi, next in love. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or receive good news. Disappointments are healing, and life's moving forward with choices and options. You have water here, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Weight of the world slips off your shoulders, and you could be making decisions that lead you to a committed relationship before the end of the year. If you're not already in one, you also may have a Sagittarius here. Exploring your options leads to success. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Not bad. Oh, we're good, Sarah. How are you? Maggie, work for the next 2 weeks. Next 2 weeks looks okay. Negativity moves into the past, and something could change for the better quickly around work. Listen to your intuition. Your luck is changing, and a wish comes true. And it looks pretty positive. Bank Sinatra, general reading for November. You have success coming in around work, school, or business. Your luck is changing for the better, and the weight of the world slips off your shoulders when you listen to your intuition. Life changes for the better. Disappointments heal. Something nice may happen around the home. Moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. Negativity moves into the past, and you also may be coming up with an idea for a side business, side project, side hustle that could be bringing in extra money in the month of November. And Lourdes, work for the next 48. Making decisions that push life forward. You're no longer feeling stuck or stagnant, and a wish comes true. Perseverance pays off. Life moves forward. Success comes in. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Feeling ambitious to be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. It should be a good couple of days. Not bad. JA, I'm good. How are you? Good, good, good. Cam, good morning. The lady I DM'd back out to me will be interested in me and getting to know me. Okay, let's see. I think you will hear from her, yes. Yes, most likely, maybe sometime this weekend. Stephanie, will my card get charged again by that company, or I managed to cancel every subscription from them? I think you're going to end up canceling the subscriptions before you get charged again. Yeah, I think you can manage it. Crescent Moon, we are doing well. I hope you are too. Reading on S&A for today and tomorrow. There's some indecision and misalignment between these two people. One person may be feeling hurt by the other person being a little insensitive about something. Nothing terrible is happening, but things could be a little bit misaligned with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. You know what, Bernard? I actually feel like it's colder in my house than it is outside. Why? I don't know. But that's how I feel. I mean, I was outside not that long ago and it wasn't that bad. Vicky, general for tomorrow. You have cause for celebration and success coming in around life moving forward. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Disappointments are healing. New beginnings are on the horizon. Anxiety is easing. Maybe spending time with Air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and feeling ambitious. You should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Should be a pretty good day. Brenda, general for today and tonight. Listen to your intuition and a disappointment heals. Maybe spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Slow and steady wins the race, but negativity is moving into the past. May feel relief around career moving forward. Career could change for the better quickly, today or soon. Oh, Bernard, she is doing much better. The cough is like starting to go away finally, thank goodness, because that cough was terrible. Mrs. M, Jay's intentions towards me just met not long ago. This person doesn't seem to have any specific intentions at this point, although you should see communication either coming in or picking up. They're just kind of going with the flow of things and kind of seeing what happens. CT, will she, her name starts with an I, and a group of people file a case and cause us problems to the property that we have. Okay, let's see. This person may try to cause trouble, but I don't think that they're going to be successful. Yeah, I'm not convinced that they're going to be successful. Stephanie, financials. Perseverance pays off and leads to happiness around finances improving through divine guidance. So keep in mind with divine guidance, sometimes it takes a minute to get there, but you should see an improvement. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business, and there's a new job or business opportunity that's coming in. And you may, I mean, there could be a new job or business opportunity, but then there may be something that you're doing on the side, a side business, side project, side hustle, something that could be making extra money on the side. If you come up with an idea, or if you've already had the idea, it would be worth it to pursue it. Sarah, I know it's a long road ahead, but when possibly do you see somewhat significant improvement, growth than now around my content? Okay, let's see. Maybe within the next 8 weeks. Maybe within the next 8 weeks. Now that you started posting after that day you skipped, did you see anything change? So frustrating, right? Like, why does it have to be so hard? I don't know how many times I've said that this morning. Trying to order the pictures for Avery's school. Yeah, I don't know why. I got an ice skating question here I gotta answer. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I am up to, you know what, Mrs. I don't read on what other people have read because I don't trust other readers. Like, if I don't know the person, just because somebody says, like, if I don't know who the reader is, I can't comment. If it was somebody who I knew well, I would give you my opinion. I didn't specifically see this person as trying to take advantage or manipulate you in any way. It sort of shows for me that they don't know what they want. They're kind of going with the flow of things. I'm skeptical of other readers when they're either too negative or too positive, because it usually makes me feel like they're looking to keep you coming back. I would say give this person a chance. If you start seeing manipulation or love bombing, or things seem too good too fast, then I would. Mega, love. mega love. Leave people, places, and things in the past that no longer serve you, and your luck could change for the better quickly, possibly with a Scorpio or maybe another water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Anything that's been negative or dysfunctional needs to move into the past if you want life to move forward. Now, if you're already with someone and your current relationship is functioning well, it can continue. Don't bring the past into the future. So it's like if things are going well, but in the past your partner got bombed at the Christmas party and embarrassed you, don't bring it up. It's over. It happened. Forget it. That kind of a thing. If you're not with anyone, you're probably moving on to new energy. Aisha, will I hear from Chris again? Oh, yeah. Soon. Our communication coming in pretty quick. Amy, for the next 48 for Sunny. For the next 48 for Sunny, this person could have a wish come true. Maybe feeling grounded and stable around finances or around business. That may be like grounded and stable around business. Maybe coming up with an idea for a side business, side project, side hustle. They're taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. If they're feeling undecided about something, they shouldn't make any decisions until they're ready. Mihak, General for Sagittarius. A wish comes true for Sagittarius moving forward and a disappointment heals. Old wounds heal and move into the past. A new job or business opportunity could be coming in that's bringing in more money, and they may be planning travel. The hard work that they put into their career should be coming back and paying off before the end of this year. Hi, Teresa. I have Gemini, messages from MJS. This person may tell you that they're listening to their intuition and life has changed for them for the better quickly. They're feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. They may be spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. They're feeling successful in life moving forward. They're no longer holding themselves back and life's moving forward towards greener pastures. Negativity has moved into the past. Pretty good. Davy, general for the next 3 weeks. You may get good news that comes in out of the clear blue sky. Things could change for you for the better quickly when you listen to your intuition. Maybe feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business, and the hard work that you put in comes back and pays off. You may be thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business, and you may be spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Life's moving forward and you're ready for it. Not bad. Stacy for today. For today, lay down the law, set boundaries, and life begins to move forward. You may be feeling better compensated, better respected, and more successful around work, school, or business. Maybe spending time with water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, but you also have a Capricorn here. Listen to your intuition and your luck changes, like luck is changing for the better. And especially around work, school, or business, you may be feeling like things are beginning to move forward. And then Stacy for tomorrow. Tomorrow you have the world at your feet. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Could be spending time with the Virgo. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities that could be bringing in more money, big picture. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and life begins to move forward. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Maybe reconnect with an old friend or someone you haven't seen or spoken to in a while. What is happening here? Oh, my photos are ready at CVS. Kindergarten. Kindergarten. We have to do a project. We have to gather pictures of our family and friends and favorite places that we've been or that we go to. Kindergarten. Who's doing it? Me. I got to do it. I got to go through my camera roll. I got to find pictures with Pop, find pictures with her brothers, her father, me, pictures with her cousins, pictures at the ice rink. And I got to load them up to CVS. And then I got to go and get them. Kindergarten project. Yeah. Who's got to do it? Me. Anyway. Oh, you know what I'm doing tonight? I'm doing money candles, money, finance, career, and abundance candles at a discount for $3 a candle because there are too many people that are struggling financially. So I'm going to give a discount. I'll put it in the thing. And you can buy as many as you want. I have plenty of candles on tap. Come on for the rest of the day. Come on for the rest of the day. Oh my God, cards are falling out. Okay, lay down the law, set boundaries, it'll serve you well. You may have a new business or job opportunity coming in, or you could be coming up with an idea for one that brings in cause for celebration, big picture. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Solution to a problem is in front of you. You'll figure it out before the end of the day. Where am I here? Amy, I did. Kimon, I did. I think I am up to... Cam, I answered for you already. Lucky, General. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or receive good news, and the weight of the world slips off your shoulders. Cause for celebration comes in around life moving forward successfully, maybe spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Lay down the law, set boundaries if you feel like somebody is overstepping. A wish comes true. Not bad. Not bad. Butterfly wants orange cards. Mother, Father, God. You're connected to the power of creation at this time. Your spiritual parent is enveloping you in the incredible love and in their incredible love and filling you with divine energy and inspiration to help you move forward. This card is a message directly from the heart of God. It is telling you that you are significant and precious. You are loved beyond measure, and the Creator power is proud of you. You are being encouraged to have faith and know that that anything is possible for you. No matter what you may be going through, you are always connected to the source of creation, and your angel guide is encouraging you to remember this now. And this one is power and intention. When you align your intentions with the highest good and act with love and consideration, your power is intensified. When you draw this card, your angels are drawing close to remind you of this. You have the capacity to be a leader and guide at this time, and you are being encouraged to align with love for the highest good so that you act from the heart. Often when power arises within, we can find our ego gets louder. This is because it wants you to be like, to hold yourself back. Listen to your intuition and take a step back. Don't let the ego win. I got a PayPal that came through from somebody. If you sent a PayPal, can you send your question with a blue heart? Red, general on my parenting. Oh my God, any blocks? No. I mean, you seem pretty well balanced, fair. You don't hold yourself back. You express your feelings. You listen. I mean, things look good. Look, parenting is not easy, but it looks like you're doing a fine job and things are improving. I think once you get through like the teenage years, especially if you've got girls like between the ages of like, I don't know, 12 and 15, once we get past that, I think things are going to start to get easier. You're not holding yourself back, and as time moves on, anxiety lessens. Oh, Cazetta, it was you. Okay, I got it. Thank you. Can we please do a reading on my brother, Kevin, the one I lost contact with when he went 4 years ago to Colombia? I don't know if it's possible to do a reading from the cards. Is he still alive? Okay, let's see. Is Kevin still alive? I do think he's still alive. And I do think that you might hear something at some point. It's like slow and steady wins the race, but then out of nowhere, something may pop up with growth, change, and transformation. Now, I'm assuming you've already tried social media and all that kind of stuff, because I do think he's alive. I don't know what he went there for or how you guys lost contact, but I think that there's a way that you can find him or you get in touch with him. I want to say it's through, it could be through social media, but it also may have something to do with like, I don't know how it works with private investigators if you're talking about a foreign country, but it's like almost like family tree, ancestry.com, something like that. Yeah, I would check all of those kinds of sites and see if he's turned up anywhere, because I think that you're going to reconnect, and it may have something to do with social media or online. On the name of my sister's account. Oh, okay, that's fine. I got it. Thank you. Somehow I think you're going to be able to get in contact with him again. And it seems like it has something to do with social media or some kind of online something. Holly, general for next week. You might have a wish that comes true. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Disappointment heals and moves into the past, and life begins to move forward. A new journey comes in. Lay down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Like teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. And you could have some more money coming in. Not bad. Hi, B. I'm okay. I hope you are too. Can I get a general reading for the next 2 weeks? Sure. For the next 2 weeks. You've got take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Listen to your intuition. Money comes in. The hard work you put into work, school, or business does not go unnoticed, and you may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Could be spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You're not holding yourself back anymore, and areas of your life that have been slow or stagnant should now start to move forward. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. You may have choices and options around social activity. Holly, love for the next month. Okay, you have cause for celebration around a new beginning. So if you're currently with someone, you may see an improvement in your relationship with growth, change, and transformation coming in. If you're not with anyone, negativity moves into the past. A Virgo and a Scorpio may be coming in. And then also another fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Exploring your options leads to success. Lay down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well. And don't be afraid to express your wants and needs around love. You do have a committed relationship that's well functioning coming in. It might not be next month. It may be like before the end of the year. But it's still coming in. It's still coming in. Yes, because that a second reading about him? Okay, let's see. Can we get any other information around Kevin? Is it possible that he's working for like the government and he needs to be quiet? I know that kind of sounds crazy. Or maybe it's not the government. Maybe it's some kind of other organization like military or something like that. And when his contract is up, he resurfaces. Could that be? Success comes in, the world is at his feet. Negativity has moved into the past. There's an opportunity to make money, but it may be something that other people can't know about. Or it may be something that's confidential. I can't talk about it. But it's not going to be forever. Is that possible? Do you have any idea? Sounds kind of crazy. You're afraid his friend got him in trouble? I mean, it's possible. That could be too why there's no communication. Like, it may be something he can't talk about or discuss. But it's not going to last forever because he comes out of it successfully and then you hear from him. At least that's what I'm showing here. The hard work he puts in pays off. Things move into the past. New beginnings, stepping into his strength and self-confidence. You know, it doesn't really read so much like he's in trouble. It reads more like he's doing something. Like, I don't know, if like a military operation, a government operation. It doesn't look like he's in trouble or in jail. Of course, I guess it's possible that he could be doing something in jail, but I don't think that that's it. I'm wondering if he's under some sort of a contract. And when the contract is up, life goes back to normal. Stacy, why has my sister not gotten back to me? Her intentions are to get back to you, so you should hear from her. She may be feeling lately a little disappointment, a little overwhelmed, and whatever you reached out to her for, she might not have an answer or not know. If it was just something generic, it just may be that she's overwhelmed and tired, and she'll get back to you when she's feeling up to it. But regardless, you should hear from her soon. Yeah, her intentions are to get back to you. It's almost like her intentions are to get back to you, and then she doesn't get to it, and then more time goes by, but she's going to get back to you. Yeah, you'll hear from her. Cazetta, his friends promised him a job there. Since he went to Colombia, I didn't hear from him. See, that's what I'm saying. I wonder if it's something that he's not supposed to do, like something that's supposed to not be public knowledge. Amen for this week with O. Things are a little slow and steady, wins the race, but relatively stable. Communication looks good. Life is moving forward. Lay down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well. Listen to your intuition. Maybe spending time with a Scorpio. If there's no Scorpio around this person, there's growth, change, and transformation that could be coming in around work. There's good news coming in around work. So it could be that this person's busy with work, school, business, whatever they do all day. That may be why the week is a little slow. Magician's heart, love. Magician's heart, love. Walk away from, disconnect from, leave behind anything that no longer serves you. And you're ready for it. Life's moving forward towards greener pastures. Anything that's dysfunctioning needs to move into the past. If you're in a well-functioning relationship, don't bring the past into the future. If you're not with anyone, life is moving forward with water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Things move forward successfully when you're clear about what you want and need, and you don't settle for less than you want and need. You've got, you're headed towards the 10 cups being full. Pretty good. Sarah, I used to get 100 views on Instagram within 16 hours before the break. Then when I posted after, it only got 35 in 24 hours. And today it's up to 100, but in 2 days. So good. At least it's improved. Do you know what happened on Avery's channel? Avery's channel was doing really well with the shorts. Like every once in a while, she'll get like 35,000 views on one. She'll get 12,000 views, 15,000. And then I put one up where she was like goofing around. And at one point she was like shaking her butt, which I've put videos like that of her up before, but I guess she was facing the camera. And I got a lot of negative comments on that. I mean, she's fully clothed head to toe and she's just really dancing and she's like going like this. So I deleted those videos, and since then, I'm not getting the views that I was getting. So I don't know why. I don't know if those people reported it or said it was inappropriate or whatever. It really wasn't. She was kind of like dancing and moving around. I didn't think that there was anything wrong with it, but I got like a couple of negative comments, and I deleted the videos, but since then, I'm not getting the views. I mean, it's so frustrating, really, that you could do one stupid thing that people misinterpret, or you skip one day, or you use one word that the system doesn't like, and it just can take everything down. I mean, to me, that's so ridiculous. The video wasn't even up. I don't even think it was up for 10 minutes, and I took it down. Anyway. Said his friends promised him a job. Oh, okay, wait. I did that one. And we met and talked to his friends, but they don't tell nothing. They say that we don't know nothing, but they lie. If these friends know where he is. I think the friends do know where he is. Yeah, I'm wondering why they can't tell you or whether they're not telling you, because I think it has to do with a work thing. Is it possible that there is something he's doing that he can't tell people about? I'm wondering if that's what it is. But why would his friends know? His friends may have an idea, maybe. Or he may have mentioned something to them. But I think this is work-related. I don't think it's going to last forever. I think it's going to end, and then he's going to either return or you're going to hear from him. I don't trust these friends, like you said. I wouldn't bother with the friends for a while. I would let it go for a little while, and let's see if he resurfaces. Stacy, why is my sister not liking anything I post on social media? She's showing us a little out of balance and a little stagnant. Has she been on social media? She may just be overwhelmed, got a lot going on, and she's really not paying all that much attention right now. She shows as like her intentions are good, but she just may not be getting there. I wonder if she's just not feeling great. And she's a little overwhelmed. This should change before we get to the end of the month. Dee Dee for tomorrow. You got the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. Negativity moves into the past, and so does anxiety. Could have a little more financial stability coming in, and you might be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. The hard work that you put in comes back and pays off. Something nice happens around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home, entertaining at home, whatever it is, it will be positive. Overall, it looks like a relatively pleasant day tomorrow. Flower. Yeah, that's a good idea. Reach out to the government. Yeah. I mean, you should at least be able to know. See if anybody else knows anything. Like, not friends, but like officials. Flower, ask the cards how much snow the winter will bring. Any really big storms? I could try, but I need the area that you live in. Paula, will JC and I spend time together in December while we're both off work? Yeah, most likely. Got about a 70% chance. Yes, you will. And what to expect from the regional job fair that I'm going to today at 2 p.m. I have 4 positions I'm interested in. I think it's a good step in the right direction. Cause for celebration comes in around exploring your options could lead you to a new beginning. Listen to your intuition. Life moves forward and you're ready for it. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Not bad. I think that you could be successful. It could lead you to something else too. Macy, general for today. Life moves forward towards greener pastures. You may be planning travel, and you may feel relief around life moving forward. Could hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Maybe thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study, and perseverance pays off today. Salama Wit, can I get a reading for a job? I am jobless and staying at home. Lay down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well, and explore your options. Solution to the problem is in front of you. You'll figure it out. You have relief coming in around a new job or business opportunity, but you might kind of have to put it out there and look for it. Exploring your options helps life move forward towards greener pastures. You may also be thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. However, with the Eight of Pentacles, that also could be on-the-job training, or you may get a job where they're teaching you something, or you may get a job where they pay you to go back to school. Whatever it is, it could be very positive, but explore your options. Like, don't just sit around. Like, you got to go out and kind of look for the job and reach out to people, and things should move forward for you. Because they promised him a job, and I've also been curious with Colombian authorities from their investigation. He doesn't come in jail or any trouble with authorities because the collaboration between my country and them is so strange. For this case, I've been the one contacting both authorities. Okay. If I didn't contact myself, my country authorities wouldn't. Is it possible to see if the timeline and when we could hear from him? Okay, when you hear from him, you're probably going to hear from him out of the clear blue sky when you least expect it. And it may be even after you've given up hope and don't think you're going to hear from him. And it may be sometime late winter, early spring. Like maybe sometime between like March and May. Yeah, I don't think he's in jail. I don't think he's in trouble. I think that he may have lost contact. He may not have your information and he may be working. I don't even know if he's friends with these friends. He looks a little bit isolated or like his life has moved in a different direction. Not isolated like in jail or like in danger or, but it does look like he's disconnected and almost like, I don't think he's really happy where he is. But I think he's going to resurface. I hope. I hope that this is right. It almost looks like it's a work-related thing. But unless he just can't reach out because he doesn't have your contact information. Shit like that happens. You lose your phone. I lost my phone. I don't know my brother's phone number. Anyway, I do think he's going to resurface at some point. I would stay active on social media and stuff like that. I did those. Cinnamon for the rest of the day. Maybe spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, listening to your intuition. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to, and your luck is changing for the better. The hard work you put into work, school, or business, or whatever you're investing time in today pays off. Anxiety is easing and moving into the past. Life is moving forward. Sarah, this algorithm will make us go crazy. Plus, people just interpret things from their own bias. And yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, a lot of people feel like putting kids on social media is exploiting them. And I understand that. Like, especially family vloggers, I get it. Like, you're trying to make the kid do something to get views. I understand what they're saying. But I feel like it's different with the ice skating because I feel like it's kind of like a timeline of how she's growing ice skating, and it's a journey. And I'm not making her do it. She's doing it. And if you ask her, do you want to be filmed? I mean, if you ever see the videos where she comes out off the ice, she's asking me to video her. Make sure you get this on video for my viewers or whatever she called them, my subscribers. That's what she says, my subscribers. But not only that, it's like, and I've said this before, I wasn't putting anything up on Facebook of her ice skating. And my sister-in-law has a friend, the neighbor across the street has a friend that her daughter ice skates. And she's very advanced. I'm going to say she's probably about 13 or 14, very, very advanced. And my sister-in-law used to tell me all the time, I see you and Avery in her videos all the time. So I was like, what difference does it make if I'm putting them up or if somebody else is putting them up? And then I try to be really respectful about like not getting other people in her shots. The group classes is hard, right? But a lot of the times I try to cut her instructors' heads off because I feel like maybe people don't want to be on. But there are signs in the rink that say, if you're skating here, you're on camera. I mean, there are cameras in the lobby that are videotaping. You could watch the ice skaters skate on both rinks. So to me, it's like, we're filmed everywhere. We're filmed going through red lights. We're filmed at the ATM. Walking to the grocery store, Home Depot, you're being filmed. So really, what difference does it make if I put it up or somebody else puts it up? Or if some creep is at the rink filming people? Like, it was funny, this funny story. My father's an artist. So he was at the airport once going home to Florida. And he's randomly taking pictures of people. And some woman complained to the security guard or the cop or whoever was there. And the security guard came over to my father and asked what he was doing. And because when you're in public, you're not guaranteed, I know I'm going off on a tangent, but you're not guaranteed privacy. You're guaranteed privacy in your own home, but not in public. People can take pictures of you whether you like it or not. And depending on the state, like I think in New Jersey, it has to be posted that you're being videoed, because in the studios I worked at in New Jersey, there were signs. There wasn't one in the New York studio. But anyway, so the cop asked my dad, and my dad said, I'm an artist and I'm taking pictures of people so that I can paint them, or use the images for painting. And the cop was like, well, why don't you ask people first? And he said, because if you ask somebody if you can take a picture of them, immediately they go. And he's like, that's not real life. He's like, look around at these people. Most of the people are hunched over like this, looking like this. Some people are like this, drifting off into space. But those people are like, that's what a natural person looks like. You're going to ask them, can I take your picture? And they're going to, oh, the duck face drives me nuts. And that's not what he wants. So the cop said, you're not doing anything wrong. We're just, curious. And he started showing the cop or the security guard, like, some of his work. And he was like, yeah, you know what? You're right. When you ask somebody to take a picture, they got to pose. But if you just take a picture of somebody doing something natural, you get a much more authentic look. Like, this is what this person is doing. You can catch the emotion in their face. Not, I'm faking being happy. Anyway. Anyhow, that was a long tangent. Sorry. Jola, will it turn out that Luigi will come back to me in a relationship? He blocked me on social media. I just sent payment. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. No worries. Okay, if he's blocked you, he's setting a clear boundary as of right now, and I would not try to contact him in any other way. I think at some point, there will be opportunity to reconnect, maybe towards the end of the year or the beginning of next, but I would give him some space, let him kind of get over whatever it is that happened or whatever the dysfunction was. And you may hear from him, or he may unblock you come like the end of the year, beginning of next. And then there will be opportunity to reconnect. Now, you might be feeling differently when we get to that point. And the only reason why I say that is because it shows you coming to the crossroads, not him. So you may be feeling differently, or you may have to make a decision. Do I want to go back to this, or do I want to move forward? But you can cross that bridge when you come to it. Where am I here? I think maybe up to YP. What is brewing between M and S in November? Won't see all that much happening here. The star and strength are both in reverse, which means that things may be at a standstill, or the relationship between these two people may be weakening. Two people that are just not on the same page, and I don't think that straightens out in November. One person may be looking to get something from the other person or make something happen, but one person looks as if they've turned their back on the situation, or they will be turning their back on the situation if they haven't yet. Nisha, romance. Nisha, romance. You have a new journey beginning here. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Leads you to a new journey. You could have a Virgo coming in, or an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You do have well-balanced, well-functioning romantic connection coming in on the horizon. Exploring your options is a good idea. And don't be afraid to express your wants and needs when it comes to romance. Not bad. Olivia, hello. Reading on DD for today. Looks like DD may be very busy with work, school, or business. They may be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Disappointments are healing and moving into the past. Life is moving forward. Cause for celebrations coming in around work, school, or business. They may be spending time, like something nice is happening around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading their home, redecorating their home, whatever it is, it's positive. They're also setting boundaries. Looks like a pretty decent day for this person. Lama Wit, you're going to get something, so try not to stress too much. I know it's very difficult, but try to release that feeling stressed and desperate kind of feeling, because that feeling can build a lot of resistance. Try to switch it around to like feeling like, well, I'm open to possibilities, and you never know, something can change at any moment, because the truth is something can change at any moment. It's not airy fairy shit. People get laid off at a moment's notice. People get phone calls at a moment's notice. They run into people they never thought that they would see again. So it is possible for things to change at any moment. So try, when you're starting to feel stressed, to think new opportunities are coming in. New opportunities are coming in. Emily, near future for Jane and me. Anxiety eases and moves into the past, and perseverance pays off. Communication comes in, and you're being guided by the divine towards greener pastures. It may be a little slow and steady wins the race, but you should be spending time together on the horizon. M&M, love for Taurus. Taurus is a little slow. They got the Hangman here, but they have a committed relationship. If they're already with this person, it should be functioning well, even if it's slow. With the Empress, they've got love and money coming in, or more of it. If they're feeling undecided about something, they shouldn't make any decisions until they're ready. If they're not with anyone, they have Earth coming in, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. They may have water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. They're slow. They're slow to move forward, but they're kind of pretty content with the way things are. Teresa, can you tell me about my ex-husband, which is a Gemini? How does his wife, which is my friend, feel about us talking about our son? I mean, I think he thinks that you're like strong and confident, a happy person, somebody who's down to earth. I think that the wife, maybe a little jealous at times, but I think that there's got to be an understanding that if you're marrying somebody that has children, there has to be a certain level of communication and respect for the ex-wife or the mother, or who, you know what I'm saying? Like, so even though there could be a little jealousy and resentment around it, I think that she knows that this is just something that she signed up for, and she's going to have to deal with it. She might not like it, but she's going to deal with it. I don't think it's that she doesn't like it. I think that it's more she's jealous of that bond that you have with him. And you can't, like, nothing breaks that bond. You're always going to be the mother. He's always going to be the father. Nothing is going to come between that. No other person. No, I mean, what wife, you know, you get divorced tomorrow, this person's nobody. So there's a little bit of jealousy there around that. Anthony, how my KT interest, babe, from the job use me? I didn't go to site these days. This person thinks that you're very smart, intelligent, and perseverant. May find you to be like kind, caring, sincere, pleasant to be around, genuinely a nice person. Pretty good. Lady Sunshine, tower advice for me for right now. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. If you're feeling like undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready and explore your options. You have options or new doors opening around social activity. New people may be coming in. You have Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. The world is at your feet. Life is coming into balance. Life is moving forward, and you might be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Lucinda, general for November. Your money coming in and finances could be improving. Anxiety is easing and life is moving forward. Maybe planning travel, possibly a road trip. Areas of your life that have been stagnant should now start to move forward. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Maybe working on a new creative project or creative hobby. AA, how does M, my boss, think about me and my work so far? I hope she doesn't have any issues with me. I don't see any big issues here. I mean, could you get on each other's nerves? Could you have a bad moment? It's possible, but may find you to be somebody who is reliable, down to earth, focused, detail orientated, successful. You got the world at your feet, and there may be mutual respect between the two of you. Oh, you're very welcome, Jola. Thank you, thank you. Fiona Apple, welcome. Should I date B? Sorry to bother you. I would stop. No. It's not a bother. That's what I'm here for. Everybody's allowed a free question. After that, there's $3 a question. You don't ever have to do a $3 question. You can come to every live stream and ask one question for free. It's fine. Well, the cards can't make the decision for you. You have to be the one to make the decision. But it does look like there is growth, change, and transformation that can come in around your relationship with this person. Slow and steady wins the race. You don't have to rush into anything or dive in head first, but being guided by the divine towards greener pastures is possible. Listen to your intuition, and he could make you, he or she, whoever this is, make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't explore this opportunity. Oh, you're welcome, Casetta. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you to everyone that's here today. But, you know, Fiona, it's like, if you don't show up, then I'm not here. You know what I mean? So it's like, we need people. So it's fine. And if I don't answer the question, you can always repost it every few minutes. I try to go in order best I can, with the paid ones take priority. Ivo, can I please have a reading regarding finances for the remainder of October and November? Finances are okay. Now, you have paying off a bill of debt or a loan could make you feel a little more financially stable, or maybe putting something aside may make you feel financially stable. You may be coming up with an idea for a side business, side project, side hustle. It even could be something temporary or seasonal, but you may be taking on something new that could be bringing in extra money. You've got your luck changing and a new journey coming in that may be bringing in more money. You should be okay. Oh, I should have pinned that comment about the candle sale tonight. Let me do that now. I'm also going to use prosperity rice. Casetta, it's fine. You can ask as many as you want. It's fine. That's fine. Queen City today. You're not looking back on the past. You have a wish that comes true. Maybe spending time with the Sagittarius, whatever you're spending your time and effort doing today, you may be very successful. And then somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Teamwork is favored. Life is moving forward towards greener pastures. If you've recently had an argument or a disagreement with someone, it should resolve itself and move into the past. If you do have one in the near future, don't get upset about it. It'll clear quickly. Virta, General. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. Could be spending time with a Gemini or a Sagittarius. Old wounds heal and move into the past. You may have choices and options around social activity. Exploring your options around social activity, you know, it's like all of a sudden you may have a lot going on socially, and that's not a bad thing. Money comes in, finances improve. JJ, I'm afraid I made a mistake by rejecting this job and that I won't find another one. I think that they're a bit stingy, but they did try to accommodate my request, and the location was far. What opportunities are coming in? Look, there's always going to be another job. There's always going to be another guy. There's always going to be another job. There's always going to be another house or another car. Don't worry about that. It's not like you're never going to get hired again because you said no to this. If this wasn't the job for you, I mean, it did look like it was a decent opportunity, but if it was too far away and you felt like it was disappointing, you're moving forward. Don't worry about it. You don't have to always settle for less than you want. You know, sometimes that energy of just grabbing anything could, you know, keep you accepting like breadcrumbs. So it's fine. It's fine. You have growth, change, and transformation. There'll be a new opportunity that comes in before the end of the year, maybe sometime later in November, early December. New beginnings, like a wish come true. And then you also may be coming up with an idea for a side business, side project, side hustle, or that even could be like, especially when we get to this time of the year, I think of seasonal work, seasonal help, whatever it is, it could get you over the hump if you need. But you do have new opportunities coming in. Yeah, like I said before, with anything, there's always another. You know, it's not like that's the only job offer you're going to get for the rest of your life. So don't worry about it. Once again, try not to get into that mindset of like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I'm desperate. I got to grab something. Because that energy is, yeah, you want to, something could come in today. I'm hoping that opportunities come in this week. I'm sure I'm going to hear from somebody. There's new beginnings happening around me every day, because there is, like I said before, good things and bad things happen at a moment's notice. You walk out the house, you run into someone you haven't seen in a while. Hey, it's happy. Or you run into somebody you wish you hadn't. Like, this shit happens. And it could be the same with a job. With a relationship, with a car, with your favorite boots, whatever. There's always something else. Shah, love reading. Disconnect from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and life moves forward with a well-functioning relationship. If you're in any situation that's not well-functioning or out of balance, you may decide to leave it behind. Three of Cups is in reverse. There may be a third party that's interfering, or be careful that you don't get involved with somebody that's already involved with somebody else, because that could be bringing in heartbreak or disaster. If something is not functioning well, leave it in the past. Life moves forward, possibly with water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. If you're in a well-functioning relationship, don't bring the past into the future. If you're not with anyone, new energy comes in. Casetta, will I have communication with Ivan anymore? It's been a long time since we were not in contact. And if so, will something rekindle between me and him? Okay, let's see. I mean, there is opportunity to reconnect with him. So you said you haven't been in contact for like a year. Okay, this would be my suggestion. what's in motion stays in motion and what's stagnant stays stagnant. My suggestion would be to take the chance and reach out to him. If you do and he responds, which I think he will, because there is communication coming in at some point, try to match his energy. So if he responds, it's fine to respond back. If he makes you wait 3 days before he answers, don't don't send multiple messages, just send one or call. It doesn't matter. If you're more comfortable with texting, I think that's fine. The only time I would tell somebody not to text is if you're having a serious conversation, don't text. And then after that, as long as you maintain keeping the relationship well balanced and you don't put all your eggs in one basket and he's distant, things could move forward because there is opportunity for growth here. I would say when you're ready or you're feeling inspired to do so, I would reach out to him. Oh, thank you, Cosetta. You're very welcome. You're very, very welcome. Thank you. Okay, general for the rest of this week. Anxiety eases and moves into the past and life begins to move forward. May reconnect with an old friend or someone you haven't seen in a while. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from too. They could be the same person or two different people. Slow and steady wins the race, but finances may be improving. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Oh, it's the first time someone's asked you out, Fiona? I would go. I would go. I would go. If you're afraid or something, don't let fear stop you. If something makes you feel awkward or uncomfortable, try to express yourself. Like for me, around my first dating, I felt awkward, like not knowing what to do, not knowing should I pay, not knowing should I offer. So just say it. Say, is it is this okay? Would you prefer that? Or I'm feeling a little awkward. I haven't, it's okay to be honest. It's okay to be honest. But if you're feeling awkward or fearful, don't let the fear stop you because you may wind up regretting it later down the line. I think, my personal opinion, it's better to try something, fail at it, or hate it than never try it. So. Aries rising, good morning. Meeting on Sagittarius at the end of November and the end of December. Sagittarius may be very busy. First of all, they could be busy with work, school, or business, and they're perseverant and they're creating a little more financial stability. They also may have choices and options around social activity, which is common that time of the year because the holidays are coming. The world is at this person's feet. Life is moving forward, and they may reconnect with an old friend or someone they haven't seen in a while. Life's moving forward quickly for this person the last 2 months of the year with success coming in, social activity, and possible travel. Not bad. Mayor Rob wants spirit guidance. King of Air, brilliant, impartial, professional, and diplomatic. Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice. Balance mental and emotional considerations. Emperor, Archangel Michael, organization and logic, structure, discipline, leadership. Knight of Air, intelligent, decisive, idealistic, and tireless. Events that occur with great speed. Time to carefully review your options. Creative solutions. Not bad. Not bad. Migu for the next 24. Lay down the law, set boundaries. If somebody's trying to push you around, don't stand for that. Weight of the world slips off your shoulders when you stand your ground. Life's moving forward and you're ready for it. You may be spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. The world is at your feet and life is moving forward. D for today. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to and a new journey may begin. Life is coming into balance and beginning to move forward. Lay down the law, set boundaries. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and you may be spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Emily for today and tomorrow with Soha. Perseverance pays off around this situation, but things look a little slow. Justice and the Six of Swords and the Two of Swords are all in reverse, which can indicate the relationship is out of balance or there's indecision and stagnation around this connection over the next couple of days. Nothing terrible, it just may be slow, and two people that may not be on the same page. Amu, romance. Negativity moves into the past when you disconnect from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. And then somebody can make you an offer that would be hard to turn down, that could be bringing in a wish come true with long-term potential. You've got a Leo and a Sagittarius around that could be of significance this fall. Susie, love for the rest of the month. Expressing your wants and needs around love is suggested. But you have a couple of people here. You have Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on, and life is moving forward. New beginnings are on the horizon, and something may happen that could make you happy around love over the next couple of weeks. Purely Precious, Roger's feelings and next actions for me. May find you to be somebody who is strong, hardworking, successful, somebody who is confident, independent, a team player, or somebody who is willing to compromise, meet halfway, somebody who is flexible and like pleasant to be around. There could be communication that comes in, but things look a little slow. Vaishali, general reading on my father's health. He's been hospitalized since last week due to an accident. He should be improving. Slow and steady wins the race. Are they saying that? It looks like slow and steady wins the race, but things may be a little bit out of balance, but happiness is coming in around things moving forward. Devaya, why is G not answering my messages? He promised to sign a contract. Is he backing out of it by not communicating? That could be true. That could be true. Yeah, he's setting a boundary. I think he may be backing out of it, yeah. Peach, general. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and life begins to move forward. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Could be spending time with a Taurus. A wish comes true. Somebody may make you an offer that will be hard to turn down. You may have choices and options around social activity. Listen to your intuition. Leo, my sister and I haven't spoken in almost 4 years. What's the energy around her reaching out? She's undecided. Indecisive, which is not bad, because if you haven't spoken in 4 years, it's not that she's not open to communication. She's just not sure. Now, here's my suggestion. If you want to speak to her, reach out to her. Don't let any more time go by just because the two of you can't make the decision. If you're really against reaching out to her, she'll hear from you. You'll hear from her eventually. But I know I've said this before, but I worked with a law of attraction coach years ago, and her suggestion to me was always to be proactive rather than wait. Like if you were waiting to hear from somebody, or if you haven't heard from somebody in a while, like she would say to me, there's nothing wrong. They're not mad at you. Nothing happened. Just reach out to them. If you don't hear back from them, then give it some time. But if you don't reach out, like if you reach out to them, you could talk to them today. If you don't reach out to them, you may be waiting a year to hear from them. So would you rather take the chance and hear from them today, or would you rather wait? And that it kind of resonated with me. Laverne, how is Jashayla is feeling about this relationship at this time? Could have some mixed emotions around this connection. So on one hand, maybe hopeful that things could move forward, or maybe doesn't want to let go of the connection. On the other hand, might be feeling like we've been back and forth or up and down, and it's been somewhat of a roller coaster, and I'm not really sure what I want. She's got a lot of mixed emotions around this. I don't know how long you've been together, but it's like somewhat of a roller coaster. Like there may be some days where she feels like things are going to move forward. Things should be moving forward, and there may be some days where she feels like it's impossible. Emin, how did you and O perceive my performance in the meeting today? Did they find the effort an improvement? Yeah, 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 I think so. Mel, I thought I did Mihak a while ago. Mihak and Maggie, I thought I did. Does anybody remember? Maybe I didn't, but I thought I did Mihak. I thought I did Maggie. I did Mayor Rob. Sharon I didn't do. This man with his underwear on keeps walking towards my post. What in God's green earth? Jesus. I called the police. Am I doing the right thing? Calling every time I see him. Yeah, I think you're doing the right thing. Let's see. Yeah, you're doing the right thing. I mean, you should be walking around in his underwear. I mean, come on. I mean, put on pants. What the fuck is wrong with people? You can do donations through Cash App or PayPal or Super Chat. Really, whatever you prefer. I don't care. PayPal is good. Cash App's probably the best, but if that works for you. RK, general for the rest of the year. Life moves forward towards greener pastures when you listen to your intuition. Success comes in through perseverance. Negativity moves into the past. Maybe spending time with an Aquarius, an Aries, and a Taurus. A wish comes true. Not bad. Cosmic, why is Daniela distant from me now? She used to always message me for years because she has bad bias on me because of that Lee guy I was in a situationship. I mean, that could be part of it. That could be part of it. She could be feeling a little bit as if like you create your own problems, and that may be the whole situationship thing. But it also looks like she's got a lot going on in her life. If you were to reach out to her, you'll probably hear back from her. I don't think that she's mad at you or angry. It just seems like you guys have kind of drifted apart a little bit. But it's not like unsalvageable. Kanchan, ear specialist gave me 5 days of medicine for a fungal infection after cleaning and unclogging my ears to see it getting better with this new prescription. Yeah, it should improve. Gemini, will I move abroad to study college for my bachelor's in the future? If that's something that you have a goal for, you can make that happen at some point, yes. Diana, what's the likelihood of 10/24 show this Friday happens, rescheduled, or canceled? I think it's going to happen. Lockstar, had a dream the big California earthquake is coming. Do you think that it will come in the next year? I think they could have a big earthquake next year. Yeah, that is possible. Donna, how did Freddie feel about my message? Okay, grounded, stable, content, happy, pretty good. Oh my God, this is one of my favorite hoodies. And you know what? My friend saw it and it reminded her of me and she bought it for me at Walmart. And then, I have a very generous friend. And then she found leggings that matched that were black, but with like this color, suns and moons on them. So it kind of makes a nice outfit, right? She was like, this hoodie is totally you. And I was like, I love it. You know what I love? I'm going to tell you what I love. I have a big bulbous head. And I like that this has got a big opening so I can fit my dome in it. Some of the other ones, it's hard to get through. Hi, Explorer. How are you? Isabella for the next 5. Maybe spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Life changes for you for the better quickly. Money comes in. Lay down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well. And you have happiness coming out around work, school, or business. Money may be coming in. Finances could be improving, and an old wound is healing and moving into the past. This friend is kind of like no other. First of all, she's very generous. And she really believes that the good that you put out into the universe comes back to you, maybe not in this lifetime, but maybe in the, like, she's very big into like near death and what happens after death. So she does believe that like the good you do here comes back to you at some point else. And she's really into like trying to change the world for the better, not just for her, but for everyone. And she's very generous. She's very generous with her friends, but she'll help a stranger out too. She's helped so many people out. And I just hope that she's right. I just hope that she's right and it does come back at some point. But I met her through yoga. She used to come take my yoga class. I mean, she's generous with Avery. She's the one I told you we went to the farm. Went to the farm and she gave Avery $20. And she's like, okay, here's your $20. You can buy whatever you want, but you got 20. So let's walk around the store and see what you can afford. And Avery was pretty good. Came up to $20.44. Not bad. Cosmic, I know Daniela was upset about the Keith situation because I was stuck on him for a long time. With Lee, it was short-lived, and he made up horrible rumors about me. Does she believe them, and that's why she's weird? No. She doesn't believe them, but you know what she thinks? She thinks that you, almost kind of like you did it to yourself, like you shouldn't have gotten involved in that situation. You know what? We all make mistakes. We all have been with people we shouldn't have been with. You know, we've all kind of had that happen, but she's kind of judges the situation like, whatever he said, she doesn't believe that. No. And that's not why she's weird. But she might feel like, I don't know if it's like feeling like you're never at rest with anything. Like it's like there's always something that's bothering you, or that you feel like someone's out to get you, or like nothing is working, or, and she's kind of looking at it like you did it to yourself, you know? And like she may kind of look at it like it's almost like work, or work for her to try to like for the relationship to work. And I kind of understand it because I had one of my friends was telling me about a coworker of hers, and I can't remember. I think the guy was married. I think that the coworker was with a married guy, and like she couldn't wrap her brain around how this person could be dating a married guy and actually think that something is going to change. She's like, how could she not expect this? Like this is like she knew going into this. And I agree with my friend. But from the other person's point of view, she's being told bullshit. She's being told lies. She's being told that I'm going to leave. She's being told how beautiful she is. And I've never met anyone like you. And if I had met you before I met my wife, things would be different. She's getting fed a line of shit. And it feels good to hear that crap. So that's what sucked her in. And it's very easy to say, well, what are you, a fucking idiot? Didn't you see this? I mean, the guy is married. He ain't leaving. Like, it's very easy to see that when you're standing on the outside. But when you haven't been with somebody in a long time and now all of a sudden somebody's paying attention to you, it's not really easy to see that. And sometimes it's like, well, maybe I'll take the risk because maybe the risk could be worth it. And I think for her, she's a little bit more judgmental on the choices that you've made and the way you handle things rather than believing other things about like bullshit that other people say. I mean, people fucking bullshit. I mean, rumors. Can I tell you about the rumors I've heard about myself? I worked in a neighborhood grocery store, so there. I mean, and it's like you think like, why are you gossiping around people that work at the grocery store? Like, who gives a fuck? But I used to hear all kinds of rumors. First of all, I worked with a girl who, not now, I don't think we look alike, but when we were in high school, I think we looked similar. So I'd have people come in and they'd be like, oh, I had lunch with your mother yesterday. I'm like, no, you didn't. And they'd be like, oh, yeah, I did. And I'm like, my mother's dead. I'm like, you didn't. You know, please let me know if you really did because it wasn't me. Or I had lunch with your father. And I'm like, my father lives in Florida. You didn't have lunch with my father. Maybe it was somebody else's father, but not mine. And then somebody once said that I was half Hawaiian and my father was born in Hawaii. That was a rumor. I was like, where did that come from? Like, where did it come from? Another guy told one of my friends that he was happy to see me return to work since my divorce. And my friend was like, she's never been married. She's not divorced. And he's like, no, she came back after her divorce. I've never been married. I'm not divorced. I don't know where that came from. What I think this guy saw was I used to work in my very, very early 20s, late teens. When I only had one job, I used to work during the day. But when I got my full-time job, I started working at night. So I don't think he saw me for years. And then I think that after I lost my full-time job and I started working the days I wasn't teaching yoga, he saw me there again. And I think he thought I returned, but I really had never left. But it's like, where are these rumors coming from? They're not true. And yeah, I mean, I was studying Kabbalah one day. I was studying Kabbalah for a while, and I was wearing a Star of David that had these specific stones on it. And this one woman used to come in all the time saying, well, it was a Jewish girl that helped me. And nobody could figure out who the Jewish girl was because I'm not Jewish. But she thought that I was because I wore this thing. So I don't know that people really put stock into what other people are saying because it gets so twisted up as things go on. But it seems like she's more wrapped up in like, it's always something, or there's too much stress around the situation, or I can't make her see things from the other point of view. That not, and I like I said, I think if you reached out to her, she would talk to you. I just think that she may feel like sometimes she needs a break. Anyway, sorry once again, long-winded big thing. Diana, now the reading, I'm curious about your opinion on the SI Atlas floating in space, all kinds of crazy theories floating around about it. Also going to affect the sun flares at the end of next week. You know, I don't know all that much about it, but this is the way that I look at things. Even when I'm doing readings, I look at things like, I can't remember who said it or where I got it from, but the expression is look for horses, not zebras. So if something is like extraordinary, it's probably not true. If something is a little bit more down to earth or stable or common, it's probably true. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know enough about this to really make a comment. I don't have TV anymore. I canceled cable, so I'm kind of disconnected from the news, which I think is a good thing. But if anybody is saying things that are extraordinary, that's probably not true. But we'll see what happens. Explore. I talked to my ex-crush being totally normal now. It was easy to do, but I wonder if he knows why I was angry with him. Did he regret it? Although I won't let him have any place in my life. I don't think he knows why you were angry with him. I don't see him regretting anything, but he does seem to feel like things are a little bit better balanced between the two of you, and that life is moving forward, and he may feel relieved around it. Sarah, I was watching the reel where this woman was saying that she needs to buy clothes for vacation, but the day in the morning she distributed the clothes she didn't wear. By evening, 5 brands reached out to her offering the same kind of clothes she wanted to buy. So yeah, what you give out does come back. Wow. I don't get a lot of, nobody reaches out to me wanting to send me clothes. You saw that crap that I bought that time. I wound up having to give it away. I gave it to like donations because it looks like shit. But somebody may be creative and they may be able to make something out of it. The material was pretty. Maybe somebody can make a pillow out of it. I don't know. Yeah, put things out into the universe, right? Try not to put out what you don't want. Is there anyone here I haven't answered for? My CBS order is ready. I could pick up my pictures. I'll do that later. Oh, Susie, I did that one. Anybody else here I haven't answered for? Red. C, Mom and Brother T are working on ways to help SS get out of their current living situation. Timeline on when the move will be successful. Could be over the winter. I'm going to say sometime over the winter. So within 6 weeks or around 6 weeks. So if the winter starts December 21st, I would say within 6 weeks after that. Maybe sometime before the end of January. Mel, general. Cause for celebration comes in around life moving forward. You may be spending time with a Libra and you have money coming in. A betrayal or a disappointment is healing and moving into the past. You're making decisions that push life forward towards greener pastures. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Take time if you can for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Listen to your intuition. Not bad. Not bad. Is there anybody else here before I wrap it up? Otherwise, I'll wrap it up. I'll see you guys here on YouTube tonight at 9. But I'll be on TikTok at 2 if anybody's around. I'm trying to stay consistent with TikTok. And thank you to everybody that's been coming over there. I really appreciate it. Yeah, go ahead, Red. Sure. Yeah, no, you could do it now. I'm not in any hurry. Just, I think I answered for everybody. Sure. steady. Does Aquarius have romantic feelings for me? I'm going to say that this person may have an interest in you, but I don't necessarily see romantic feelings yet. Crystal, will Reggie call me? You know, you'll hear from this person eventually, but if you want communication to pick up quick, I would reach out to him if you can. It just may help speed things up. Red, the donations went up to $3. I'm going to answer this one, but just so you know, for the next time, they're $3. Red, what will be the catalyst that happens that makes SS move, and will they live with my mom or their brother or on their own? There may be something that happens around wherever they are right now that they feel like they can't turn back. Like almost like hitting rock bottom kind of a thing. Specifically what it is, I don't know. But things fall out of balance and there's a disconnect, and they're probably going to end up living with mom. But it might be temporary. It may be temporary. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. Is there anybody else here I haven't answered for yet? Mihak, I did yours a really long time ago. Like, I want to say it was towards the beginning of this. Were you here in the beginning? I think it was at the beginning. Anybody else? Otherwise, I'll wrap it up. 2 o'clock on TikTok, around 9 or 9:30 here. Oh, I'm pretty sure I did it. Like towards the beginning of the live stream. All right, I'll wrap it up and I'll see you guys later. TikTok at 2 or YouTube at like 9:30. Red, also spot on. As of now, the living situation is living with mom. Okay. And I think it's only going to be temporary. Anyhow, I'll see you guys later. Thank you all very much for being here. Bye-bye.